Welcome back to Wreckfest. You join us today as we continue on in the National Amateurs and look to gain on the 400 points we earned in the previous episode. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and have a look. We began the National Amateurs for the first time, and in that episode, we failed at the Ep8 race. Now, we are going to go back to this, but what we've been doing so far is we go back to races we get 0 points in once we've done all the other races at least once. So today, we're starting with ramming it down. Don't quite understand what this one is. We'll have to go into it and have a look. It's at the Big Valley Speedway Outer Oval Loop, which is a new track for us. We've not been here before. It looks an interesting one. I did notice on the track, it's not a full oval. There is turnaround points at either end, so this will be interesting. We're being given the new car as well, a B-rated 180 Rammer RS with the challenge of beating the full grid of Rammers. So that is what we need to do to earn the 100 points and beat the whole field. And we get off to an okay start, a bit slow in acceleration there. It's a car we've not used before, around a track we've not done before, so this will be interesting. But we're taking up the inside. Inside's always the fastest route on any oval, so we're going to try and hold the inside where possible, just flying into everyone as we hit the first turnaround point. 6 laps as well. This is quite a long race, to be fair, but at least it gives us a good chance of getting past all these cars. We're currently in 6th place of 15. I think someone's already out because I bet that was the 16 start as well. So someone's already completely out. That's what realistic damage does. Cars do end up going out. But we're doing okay. Holding on to the tail of the cars ahead. So that's the front 4 ahead of us there. So we've got them in our sights. All we've got to do is stay with them. Be patient. Take opportunities when we can. As we nearly did there. We momentarily went up to 4th. Although we do take it. So we're now up to 4th place. And we're just going to go up the inside of these two as they're battling amongst themselves. Can we hold it? I think we can. Yes, 2nd place now. So now we just need to chase down first. You did gain a bit of a gap, but we pulled him back really quickly. And we're just about to come into the corner, I believe. Yep, just around here. He's thrown it up the inside to stop us really going up the inside. But I think we're going to do the old switcheroo. We did indeed. He went deep after going up the inside, so we affected our turning. But we managed to take him out anyway. This is the bit I wasn't looking forward to. So, as the race goes on, and this is probably the problem with the 6 laps, there are going to be cars coming towards us. If we've lapped people or they're behind us by a good 10 seconds or so, we're probably going to face oncoming cars. And that could be a problem. I didn't think about this when I looked at the race, but actually, yeah, this is not going to be fun if they come head on and smash into us. That could do us a lot of damage. So we've got to try and stay on our own here. Try and stay probably up the inside. We should be using the banking a bit more on an oval, but we'll just stay to the inside, I think, and just try and stay out of trouble. So we cross the line, start lap number 3, halfway through now, and we're in 1st place. We're actually beating the field full of Rammers. Still 15 cars in this, so only 1 car has been destroyed, and that was right at the start. We just saw a car go flying behind us there. They missed the braking point by a long way. Oh, no. Oh, we got caught. We made a mistake there, pulling out from the corner and just went quite wide. And the cars coming towards us are trying to keep a high line by the looks of it. But we just overdid it on the corner and just went really wide and into their oncoming path. Just got clipped. But it's done some damage. But I think we're okay. Handle's okay. You can see the red bumper. Not worried about that. Bumper can fall off. It's not a big deal. Don't think it's affected us too much. Other than the fact we're just going to be a bit more careful. Oh, overdoing it there on the corner and actually spinning the car. Managed to recover. That wasn't ideal. We haven't got much of a gap to the cars behind. So any mistake here could make them back on our tail really quickly. But we are going to finish at lap number 3 in a second. Where's the finish line? Just here. There we go. Lap number 3 is done. Lap number 4. Just got to hold on. We can go the high line now because we're taking the corner. So we've got to be careful on the exit of this now. We've already made that mistake of going wide. Don't want to do that one again. There was a car parked right on the exit. That's really annoying. I should have avoided them better, to be fair. I kind of wanted to move them a little bit to allow us to take the corner better next time. But, yeah, a bit too much of an impact, I think. Although, no more damage to us, by the looks of things. A bit more health lost, but no real damage to the car, at least. Another one there that's out. It still says 15. And then there's 2 cars I've just seen that are completely out. So I don't quite get that. I thought that number would drop if a car was destroyed, but maybe it doesn't. So maybe there are only 15 cars in this race instead of 16. I'm not sure of that. I thought when they were destroyed, they'd drop off. So you know, your position is first of 14, say, or whatever. But obviously not. Okay, coming to the end of lap number 4, starting lap number 5. We've got a decent lead now. I think we're okay. No cars ahead, so we can go wide into this corner. There's a lot of crashed vehicles and debris around, though. That's something I think that's worse, is the crashed cars. As you see other cars piling into them and moving them into our way. It's a bit of damage to us there. But I think it's only superficial. We're all good. We're kind of out on our own. And I found this recently in the last set of races when we started National Amateurs. Realistic damage, I don't know if it's made it easier or our cars are just too upgraded. But these races aren't difficult. Although this car isn't ours, is it? So we didn't upgrade it. We're in the exact same car as everyone else. So, yeah, I suppose it's... I was just thinking realistic damage has made it a little bit too easy. But I don't know if it has. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I don't really know if we have made it too easy for ourselves. I've just noticed as well, there's only 2 cars left in this race. Weirdly. For us and second place. Everyone else has crashed and is out. So we're on the final lap as well now. So we're just going to hold this and just keep going. No silly mistakes, no crashes. See this out. And that is a job done for the first race of the episode, which I think is pretty good. Okay. Corner taken nicely through the debris of cars. There he is. There's second place. So we haven't quite lapped him. I was wondering if we would. But he is trying to chase us down. No, he's out. If you look at the top left-hand corner, he's out as well. He just crashed into that corner. We are on our own on the final lap. We just need to take this final bend. This final corner. Is it a bend corner? U-turn, essentially. Head back to the line and job is done. The only... can we lose if we crash? I think you can. I think I've Stu the Gamer. I think I've seen him do a race. Everyone else was out. I think it was when he was doing 50 laps challenges and stuff. Everyone else was out, and you could crash yourself and still finish first. But there we are. It doesn't matter. We've done it anyway. We're still in one piece. First place. We have beaten the challenge of beating the Rammers, and that is job done for the first race of the episode. And it's nice to have used a different car, something we haven't used before. In fact, it's given it to us. So we've just earned the B-Class Rammer RS as a brand new vehicle for us. No bonus targets, but 100 points out of 100. That's a good start. I'm happy with that. Next up, we've got the Great Escape. This sounds an interesting one. Okay, we're being given a B-rated Supervan. The Supervan's only got 3 wheels, hasn't it? It's an oval circuit as well. Okay, this could be interesting. They've all got school buses. Hang on. We're in a tiny car and they've all got buses. How does that work? Challenge. Seriously? The challenge is outrun the buses. So we have to finish in first place by outrunning every bus here. If one of them hits us, they're going to destroy us. Let alone the fact we're on 3 wheels and we could roll the car. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Kind of want to stay away from them. Try and stick to the inside. Oh, okay. Not that close to the inside, admittedly. Got caught by a bit of the barrier there, I think. Oh, there's a bus over. Couldn't avoid it. It kind of folded over in front of us and we had no choice but to hit it. Just couldn't react in time. Okay. Only a bit of superficial damage to the front bumper. Although the back left looks a bit wonky as well, to be fair. Again, plan. Stick to the inside. And try and stay out of the bus's way. At least it's not a turnaround. It is a full oval. So at least we don't have to turn around and then face them coming the other way at least. That's something, isn't it? We've begun lap number 2 as the bus clips us there. We're in 11th place of 24. So there is 23 buses to overtake. I didn't even notice that until just now. How many vehicles were here? Okay, we were actually up to 10th after overtaking that bus there. We've got a little push for our thanks as well. Lap number 3, so halfway through the race. And we're in 10th place. We've still got a few to go here. 9th, 8th, we're up to. Just got to hold it around the inside. There's a big pile up of buses there. What happened? Them lot. All crashing into each other. We're going up the inside of quite a few there. We've gained 2nd place. So these buses must be lapped or something. Because we're in first. We were in 2nd with 3 buses ahead of us. I don't know quite how that works. We must have lapped a few. Oh! Okay, got to be careful in these corners. Taking them a little bit too quickly. And obviously, that then becomes an issue when you've only got 3 wheels. And 1 at the front doesn't really bode well into the corner. So, we've got to vary our speed a bit. Be a bit more careful on some of the turnings. Try not to be too quick. We're on the penultimate lap. Oh, no, that was a mistake. Just poor driving from me, going straight into the side of that crashed school bus. Okay, critical damage now. This is going to be holding on for dear life and hope we can finish this. Final lap. Got to just try and stay. No. We've got 7 health. 7. Okay, we need to take this carefully. If we want to win this, which I do, I don't want to have to come back and redo it. We've got to be so careful. Final bend. Race to the line. There's a massive pile up of school buses here. Through the middle. Oh, okay. We did it. I don't know how, but we did. First place. We beat the buses. We outran them in the Supervan. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Quite a few buses didn't finish, which I'm not surprised, to be fair, the way they were hitting each other. But that is a job done. We've got some new upgrade parts as well for levelling up. As we're up to level 18 now. I'm guessing we get the Supervan, as we did the Rammer. Yes, we do. So we now own a B-rated Supervan as well. And confirmation, bonus targets 1 of 1. I don't know what that was. 100 points out of 100. So 200 points earned so far today. Now we're going to do some proper racing. No more challenges. This is Sandpit Smackfest next. 4 races. And we've only got 1 car eligible. Ah, okay. So the only car we have that's eligible for these 4 races is the Rocket. So we're heading to Savolax Sandpit for the first race. The short route, reverse. So we've done the normal short route, never the reverse. So this is a new layout for us. We're in the Rocket. We haven't touched any upgrades. It's still 149 C rated. And let's see if we can go for a good start. Starting 11th of 16. We know how good this car is. We should be able to beat most things hands down. But again, it depends. I haven't really looked at how upgraded the other cars we're facing are. So there could be some around our level. But we're pretty familiar with the Rocket. So as long as we kind of hold our own there, as we're trying to hold the inside, that car was having none of it. But we managed to sneak away through. And we're now up to 5th. So all we're going to do is just pick our moments, bide our time, be careful on overtaking, not to take it too aggressively. And we should be good. Already up to third place on the very first lap. Taking second now as that car gets a bit wayward on the exit. And can we take first before the end of the first lap? I think we can. There we go. First place as we come to finish the first lap and start lap number 2. And we're in the lead. No mistake. Oh, that was a big one. We're really deep into the corner. Too busy looking around and not actually focusing on the corner and just, yeah, messed that up. We've got to be a bit more careful now. We haven't massively messed the car up. It's all superficial. It'll all come out with a good wash, as they say. But we're holding our own now. Second place isn't far behind. So they're going to be honest like anything if you make any more mistakes. So we just need to take this steady. Keep our speed up, but, without too many risks. And hopefully bring this first race home. That's the plan anyway. Okay, race for the line for the end of lap number 2. And start of the final lap. It's very quick laps here as well, to be fair. Taking the first corner a lot better that time. Got a bit wayward on the back end there, but we controlled it nicely. Around the corner nice and happily. I don't think anyone's been knocked out. I've not seen any burning debris or carcasses of cars anywhere. So I'm assuming everyone is still in the race. Let's keep an eye out for anyone that's destroyed along the way, but I don't think I've seen one. Over the jump. Bit of airtime. It's always nice. Right-hander, just got to take this as carefully as we can. No silly mistakes. Don't want to spin or anything because that will allow them a chance to get at us. But I think we're going to race to the line on the final lap. And that is first place on the very first race of this 4-race series. With a new lap time of 40.431. Obviously new layout, so that's a new personal best that we'll add to our record books. Confirmation there. And we've also gained some parts as well for upgrading. Nice. And some XP. Pretty happy with that win. It was fairly simple, to be fair. Once we got through the pack, happy days. Next up, race number 2. Sandstone Raceway alternate route. So we've been to this racetrack before, but this is a new layout once again. Alternate route, eh? Okay, that looks like it's a bit slippery. I think we're going to be having the back end come out a few times. And as always, we have to still be in the Rocket. I don't mean as always, but we're still in the Rocket as that's the only eligible car. Starting 11th of 16 for race number 2. Let's hope we can do similar to the first race. By the time, make our way through the pack and get in the first when it is clever to do so. Basically, not make any silly mistakes. Up the inside, trying to hold our own. We're being forced wide here. Already in first place. And I think that was a choice there, wasn't it? Left or right, I think. What's going on here? I didn't look at the track, the map. I've just noticed. We go back on ourselves here. Which way am I going? That way. That's confusing. So that corner, you completely come round on yourself. You head back the way you've came, but then take a left turn rather than where we came from on the right. Okay, that's really confusing. I should have looked at the map better before we come in, so we actually know the circuit a bit better. But I didn't even notice that was a thing. Okay, we're just having a little battle here with the truck. Managed to get past, up into third place now. I don't know where the end of the lap is. I'm assuming shortly by the looks of things. No, maybe not. Okay, we may be able to get first place before the end of the first lap, as we send a car nearly all the way round there. He's off the track though, and we take second place now. A bit nasty of me, I suppose, to take him out like that, but they'll do the same to us given half the chance. It's quite a long lap as well here, so we're chasing down at first place. They are pretty quick. We should be able to get him into the braking, hold the speed as high as possible there, and we're into first now. And we haven't even finished the first lap. This is the end of the first lap. Okay. No, it's not. This must be. There we go. Okay. Start lap number 2. I didn't know where the end of the lap was. Oh, too deep. So this is where we made the mistake last time. And this time, instead of forgetting that we had to come back, or not knowing we had to come back on ourselves, completely messed the corner up. We dropped down to 6th place, or make that 5th as we dive up the inside there. Right, we're now going to stay left, but cars are going to come from the right. That's really tricky. Spun another car there, nicely done. We're going to take their position up to 4th now. That's one of the bonus challenges. The student of the game was telling me you should really try and do some of the bonus targets as well. So I'm trying to look at some of them, do them as we go. It's a bit easier to do them when you're faster than everyone else. I don't think that's going to last forever though, because I do think we are just... I think we've over-upgraded our cars. I think we've upgraded everything too much too quickly. Hence why a lot of these races are quite simple. Although obviously there's still that chance you get taken out, make a mistake. And I've made a few so far in this race. Just holding it there as we went up the complete wrong bit off track. Big fight going on here as we're forced wide and out. First place, down to 5th now. We've got to go again and get past these cars once again. That's why, although we are faster, things like that can happen that really mess your race up. You know, we've had many cars come close to not making it to the end since we changed to realistic damage, but we are still winning. And to be fair, I'm not finding it simple. Start of the 3rd and final lap now. We are in 1st place, but again, anything can happen. We make a mistake, they're on us like anything. And, you know, we've got to go back against cars coming towards us just here. This is where it could all go wrong. So we've got to be careful here. You can see the cars going from the right-hand side. Someone went deep like we did, I think, there. Okay, we've navigated that treacherous bit nice and easy. A wrecking assist, someone's been wrecked. And we're going to get the assist bonus for that. I don't think it's bonus. I think it's XP, isn't it, you get for that, I think. Doesn't matter. We're still in 1st place. Race number 2 of 4 races. And we're doing okay. As I say, part of me thinks it's a little bit too easy because although the other cars are competitive, we are managing to... Oh, no! That was bad. Engine's busted. Gearbox is busted. That was a major mistake. I didn't even see the car. Too busy chatting, not realising what I'm doing. And yeah, you know when I said it's too easy? Things like that make it not so easy. Okay. Then we're getting overtaken here. We've got critical damage. We cannot afford a hit. If we get hit, it's over. We've got to be so careful now. And there's a car in 2nd place right on our tail. Come on, we're going to hold this, get to the line, finish him first. Come on. We're there. We did it. Man, that was close. I didn't think we was going to do that. I thought that was over. New layouts, a brand new personal best for us, a 1.21.624, and 2 wins out of 2 now. There are some cars around our level, so there are other cars that can compete, and obviously that could have ended so much differently there. So I'm in 2 minds whether it is easier or it will just get harder naturally, and maybe we've just over-upgraded it. I don't know. Back at Savolax Sandpit for race number 3. This is the main route. Another new layout for us. We've not done the main route before. There we go. But yeah, let me know what you think. Is it too easy, or will it just level out as we go along? Because we have been upgrading the cars when we've got the money. So I've not really held back on upgrading, to be fair. I think the rocket's just under the B level. which is why we stopped there. I don't know. It's an interesting one. Starting 11th place of 16 in race number 3. And we've got to learn this route pretty quickly now. Same kind of mission, objective. Just make our way through the cars, being as safe as possible, nudging them out of the way if need be, as we get up to 3rd place. And spin someone out there. It slowed us down massively though. Trying to spin them out, and obviously that was a mistake on our part. We do maintain 2nd, but 1st has got away a little bit here, so we've got to catch them up. It's when you have a severe crash and still go on to win after overtaking the whole pack again. I think that's when it may be too easy. We haven't really done that, so I don't know. It's just because we're winning a lot, and that's not a bad thing. I like it to be competitive, but it's definitely not easy. You know, we're not turning up to a race expecting to win. There we go, 1st place now. As I say that, 1st place on lap number 1. Nicely done, easy overtake in the end. Still trying to learn the tracks. I don't quite know some of these corners, hence going quite deep there. But I don't even know where the start finish is, to be fair. I need to pay more attention to the track layout before the races. I don't tend to look too much at it, to be fair, other than the name of the circuit. Left-hander coming up. I think this is the start-finish straight. Yes, okay. So we can finish lap number 1 in a second. Where is it? There. There. Start lap number 2. 1st place so far. Car in 2nd place is behind us by a little gap. We've got a bit of a gap on them. Obviously, they're behind us. We're in 1st place. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not going right. But we're in 1st place. 2nd place has got a bit of work to do to catch up with us. We're just going to hold our own. No silly mistakes. Hence, we do make them quite a lot. And just try and hold our own. We know how good the Rocket is as a car. So as long as we just keep it pointing the right way, we should be all good. Haven't seen any crash cars yet, so that's a good thing for us, because for some reason, I tend to not see them when we're hurtling towards them. We're not even going that fast. If you look at the speedometer, we're doing 60, 60, 70 there. Oh, nice. Bonus target achieved. Yeah, we're doing about 60, 70 miles an hour through that bit. That's not that quick, not really. Although, well, gravel, I suppose, it is quick, isn't it? It seems quicker than I think the speed is, if that makes sense. Because you do feel, in most racing games as well, that you're going really quickly. You look at the speedometer and it's not really that fast. Not race speed, anyway. It's something I've noticed in different races we've done. In different games as well, to be fair. Okay, we're going to cross the line at the end of lap number 2, onto the final lap, and we're winning by a margin. If we just hold our own on this final lap, no silly mistakes, nothing silly going on, just got to keep it pointing the right way, and this should be a 3rd win out of 3. This is why when I'm talking about being doing too easy, and then we potentially look at a 3rd win of 3. But I think also the car is heavily upgraded. It is just below B level, and we know the car really well. We've used it quite a bit, as it's the only eligible car we've got for this race anyway. So, I don't know. I don't want to nerf the cars. If we can upgrade a car, then I don't see the point in nerfing them or taking parts off just to level it out. I think that's silly. You know, but I don't know. Maybe once we get into B races, it'll be a bit more difficult, maybe. I don't know. That Supervan's going to be interesting to drive in races, to be fair. It did really well against the buses, but I can imagine it being pretty tricky to drive in a proper race. Especially some of these tight corners and some of the tracks. So that'll be an interesting one. We'll have to see when we actually get into a race with that, to be fair. Okay, last part of the track, I think. I think. Left-hander coming up, and I think this is the race for home. Lap number 3, final lap. We've got a big margin to the car in 2nd. So we can cross the line quite comfortably and finish in 1st place once again. Pretty happy with that. I think all-round performance was good there. 1st place, and a new lap record for us as it's first time here of 1.17.628. There we go. A few more rewards as well. The ball bars for the Rocket there. We're getting close to level 19. I think we've done it. Yep, 19. We can now buy a new car as well. That's now in the shop to buy, and some new parts for upgrading. And we're now at level 19. So the 4th and final race of this 4-race series is a brand new track for us. Not been here before. This is Boulder Bank Circuit, and it's its main route as well. Obviously, still in the Rocket as the only eligible car. We've won 3 out of 3. We've won maximum points from this, which is 400. We need to win this final race. So it's roughly 100. It is 100 points per race, isn't it? So another first place, we should gain 400 points, which would be massive in terms of getting us further on in the National Championship. So, National Amateurs, sorry. All we've got to do is win again. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, already up from 11th to 6th. Just overtaking cars quite naturally here. No real issues. Left-hander, didn't even know it was left-hander coming up. Kind of looked at the other cars and what they were doing. Up in the 3rd place. We're going to take 2nd as well. Lose it again on the entrance to the corner as we're forced wide. This is the bit I love when you're working your way through the pack and they're really fighting hard to stop you overtaking. We're already up to 2nd though of this 3-lap race. Oh, and then into 1st. There we go, job done. Game over. It's not, because any mistake can take us out here. Right, we're going to hold our own on a brand new track and layout. See, there we go. Nearly went left when it's a right-hander. Just got to just keep pointing the right way. I'm trying to look at the mini-map as much as possible, try and see what's coming up ahead. Just because it's not knowing the tracks, isn't it? Same with any game, though. If you've not done the track before, this is a brand new track. Boulder Bank Circuit. And that means the layout's also new. Big left-hander coming up now. There we go, nicely done. Taking the speed off nicely. We've got a gap forming now to us in 2nd. We just need to hold that gap as much as possible. I don't even know where on the track or how far into the lap we are, to be fair. These last few races have been quite long laps, to be honest. Over a minute for me, I think, is quite a long race currently. Got that wrong. Didn't realise it was a sharp left-hander. Wow, okay. We're massively deep. Come on. Back into it. Through the concrete. Right, we lost a few positions. Down to 7th from 1st. Just went too deep. Didn't realise the corner was as sharp as it was. And couldn't stop the car in time. Went straight on. So now we're going to get back through the pack once again. People are going to say, and I guarantee it as we start lap number 2, that I'm saying things are too easy currently. But yet we're making mistakes like that and it's on purpose. It's not, you know, if you've seen any of our racing games that we've done on the channel at all, I make mistakes frequently. It's not perfect driving by any shape or form. But the main thing is we enjoy racing games. So, you know, I don't mind making mistakes. I don't mind not finishing 1st. It's all about enjoying the race itself. The only game I couldn't really do was the rally one. We tried to do a series on the new rally game. I just couldn't get the hang of it. I'm not good at driving rally cars, it seems. Although this is a bit like a rally on this surface, to be fair. But we're overtaking at 3rd place, now into 2nd. We need to chase down the leader, who is just in front of us. Can we keep 2nd? The other car there on our outside is trying to edge closer. I think we're going to hold on to 2nd place, though, as we sit behind 1st. Going for the overtake in the corner. Thought better of it, actually. As the 1st place goes very wide there and hits the tree and turns over. Gifts us 1st place. Wow. Okay, we're in 1st place. Around roughly halfway through the 2nd lap of 3. We're doing okay. The other car is on our tail. They haven't really given us much space at this point, so we need to be careful on this final lap, not make any silly mistakes that we've done previously if you want maximum points on this 4-race series. Final lap, we are in 1st place. We just need to hold our own now and make sure we do nothing silly. I kind of know the layout a little bit now. We've been around it for 2 laps. Nice corner here, just taking it nice. Not necessarily slow, but just trying to hold as much speed while also being careful not to send the back end round too much, to be fair. Didn't realise that was a crossover point. Wow, we got lucky there. I only noticed afterwards that was a crossover. Wow. Okay, that's lucky for us. That could have been game over for us if we weren't careful. If I'd known about it, I may have slowed down, which could have been worse, to be fair. So I'm kind of glad I didn't notice there. I didn't notice it in the 1st or 2nd lap, to be fair. I suppose you wouldn't notice it in the 1st because the group isn't strung out that much. 2nd lap, though, we should have seen it. Didn't even notice it. But it doesn't matter. We're in 1st place. That's what counts. We just got to be a bit careful. On some of these final corners, they can catch you out, especially the final one. Been quite out there already today. Left-hander here. We saw 1st place gift us the race from going a bit deep before. We nearly did the same thing there. Managed to hold it onto the track just about. That could have been another mess up for us there. Just got to keep going. I think we're getting close to the finish line now as an abandoned car smashed up there. And another one. Left-hander here. We got caught out at the end of the 1st lap, but this time we take it really nicely. And I think we're going to finish in 1st place after 3 laps around Boulder Bank Circuit's main route. And we did it. 1st place, new PB as a brand new track of 1:21.9. 29.043. And that is 4 wins from 4. I don't think we can do any better than that. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think it looks too easy? Is it just it will catch up? It will sort itself out? Like I said, I don't want to nerf the cars. I think that's the worst thing we can do. Confirmation, final position, first place. We did 3 or 4 bonus targets. 400 points of 400. That is race done. And that is it for today. We're out of time for this episode. We have gained 600 points today, which gives us a new total of 1,000 points out of 1,800 needed to finish the National Amateurs. Next time, we move on to the races we've not done on the right-hand side of the screen, starting with the Summer Slam. But that's for next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this episode or this series, don't forget to like the episode. It really does help the channel. And if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time for more Wreckfest.